Pages bleed when you're not there. Turn the key, the shadows talk back. Midnight rings you if you're dead. One more life, one more flight into the weird unknown. It's out tonight, and the rainbows of
Somewhere in a room crammed with rockets that never launch, clocks that run backward, and typewriters that dream, one man still dares to imagine what tomorrow forgot. You are about to enter the unseen visions of Ray Bradbury. Tonight, another lost wonder awakens. This is SL Tonight, Bradbury's Unseen Visions. Good evening, witnesses to the final tattoo, and welcome to the closing frame of SL Tonight, Bradbury's Unseen Visions. I'm Felix Lebeski, your host for this series that has walked the living skin of Ray Bradbury's 1951 masterpiece, The Illustrated Man. Tonight, we return to the Illustrated Man himself, the carnival freak whose tattoos told our future and our past. Written when Bradbury was 31, typing in the UCLA library for dimes, this epilogue was his way of saying, the stories are over, but the ink never washes off. The Illustrated Man is not just a character, he is Bradbury's warning that we are all illustrated, our scars, our dreams, our sins, moving across our skin for anyone brave enough to look. Let's watch the final picture form. It was almost midnight. The moon was high in the sky now. The Illustrated Man lay motionless. I had seen what was there was to see. The stories were told. They were over and done. There remained only the empty space upon the Illustrated Man's back, the area of jumbled colors and shapes. Now, as I watched, the vague patch began to assemble itself, in slow dissolvings from one shape to another, and still another, and at last a face formed itself there, a face that gazed out at me from the colored flesh, a face with a familiar nose and a mouth and familiar eyes. It was very hazy. I saw only enough of the illustration to make me leap up. I stood there in the moonlight, afraid that the wind and the stars might move and wake the monstrous galley at my feet. But he slept on quietly. The picture on his back showed the Illustrated Man himself, with his fingers about my neck, choking me to death. I didn't wait for it to become clear and sharp and a definite picture. I ran on the road in the moonlight. I didn't look back. The small town lay ahead, dark and asleep. I knew that long before morning I would reach the town. And that little tidbit was the epilogue. The final tattoo Ray Bradbury inked on his own masterpiece. In 1951, he was 31, living in Venice, typing while Marguerite worked, the Korean War raging and the atomic age dawning. It lampoons his career, Holt frames turned eternal, his pulp roots maturing into a warning that stories outlive us. Writing this in 1951, he drew from carnival memories and his fear that we become what we watch. Behind the scenes, Doubleday paid him $750 for the book, a fortune then, but Bradbury refused Hollywood cash to keep his visions pure. It's a window into what drove him, the fear that our lives are illustrations in someone else's book. A theme that echoed his 1960s support for civil rights, seeing every person as a living story worth telling. This is the end of our journey through the ink. And I must say, it has been a fun go. Now, let's take this time just a moment to like and subscribe. There's a comment. You can feel free to comment. I read all the comments. I try to. Well, I read all the comments, let's face it. But overall, yeah, I enjoy what I do. I like this to be a revised version of Reading Rainbow. I like to think that you hear the story and go out and have new ideas and maybe think of stories of your own to tell. And with that, we'll go with our closing. Ray Bradbury, the visionary who inked our futures, left with a man whose skin screams what we dare not say. These 18 stories, plus this frame, are his final prophecy. We are all illustrated, and the pictures never stop moving. Thank you very much for walking this tattooed path with me on SL Tonight. And thank you for making SL Tonight what it is. Very much like PBS, I'm brought to you by viewers like you. Thank you. The ink lives on in you, in me, in every story we tell. Thank you very much, and for the last time, for a little while at least, keep the light on, and good night.
Rockets resting in green afternoon light. Typewriters dreaming all through the night. A smiling sun hangs on a cardboard sky, where the future got lost but never learned to die. Unseen